I'm not a huge fan of remasters, remixes. I mean, as a rule, no matter what it is, a film, record,
Right.
book.
Right. Unless there's a reason, like something went wrong and they were able to correct it later.
I like to get the thing as it was.
I was gonna say, especially so when it's not the artist who's remastering it. When they get some random weirdo that might be related maybe in some way to someone else who worked on an album, maybe their last name is Martin.
Tony Martin.
Tony Martin. You bring in some other guy that wasn't even there.
Yeah.
To rework someone's albums, I'll never understand
So thank goodness.
So in this case, of course, that didn't
happen.
happen. And we had Mr. Tony Banks working at the helm.
Peter Gabriel.
And Mr. Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, they both.
At least they were both involved.
So you have the remastered version, which is remastered from the original tapes.
Yeah.
A live recording from January
on vinyl.
75.
That's what you get.
That's on vinyl.
On vinyl.
Then the Blu-ray has the remastered version and the remixed Atmos version that was done by Peter Gabriel and Tony Banks.
At most, you've got the
with
remixed
the supervision
version.
And you do get a digital download for the remastered and for the live. The big thing was the remix, though. I don't know what Atmos is. At most, you got muscle.
I just made that joke.
I don't care. We spent a lot of money on a box set.
This one.
Vinyl box set.
You know what's also funny about the priceless box set? As soon as we finally got it, because it was delayed, it was delayed so many times. Yeah, as soon as we finally got it, it was like $100 cheaper.
I just think it's funny. You're buying a vinyl box set, and then you get this, Apple Atmos mix that I have to listen to on my Blu-ray player. I listened to it, and because I wanted to hear what Tony Banks and Peter Gabriel and what they did.
And it's weird.
And I'm not sure how I feel about it because it's
got some really different takes. They used definitely different stuff, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's not bad. It's just different.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I just don't. I wouldn't have messed with the Landlines on Broadway doesn't need to really be messed with.
I love the original version. That's what I listened to forever, and I still love it.
Yeah.
It was really fun listening to the live performance.
No, the live performance was fantastic.
The live performance was amazing.
Yeah, I love that.
And just gives you a sense. I mean, if you weren't lucky enough to have seen them at that time, obviously we were not. It gives you a sense of just how awesome they were live. And Peter Gabriel, super impressive. I thought his vocal was just
it's great. It's a wonderful performance. He's in great voice.
Yeah, he sounds great.
It's a shame he's responsible for why you don't get to see anything.
Well, I know. I'm pretty mad about that. He knows. I tell him that all the time. It's so dumb. Let me just elaborate on that. It is absolutely so dumb that they didn't record at least one performance of Lamb Lies Down on Broadway in concert.
Yeah. One
time, because he wanted it to be perfect, and if it weren't, they were going to release it even if you didn't like it. Come on. I'm sure deep down somewhere Peter Gabriel knows that was a mistake and wishes he hadn't been such a pussy about it back then, because they should have recorded it. That the fact that we don't have a recording, we're not talking. It's not prehistoric times.
Yeah.
This just happened.
That and not getting to see Gertrude Lawrence and Susan and God it's
they're
terrible.
right next to each other,
terrible.
1 and 2.
When we ever
or 1 and 2
can never see those things.
Can ever see them.
I mean, the videos of us talking about Lamb Lies on Broadway are still up. There's a 2-parter actually because we had so much to say about it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what we said because I have no idea.
It was brilliant. Brilliant.
I hope it's us just chanting one word for several minutes.
Lamb, 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 lamb. Well, so the first video was decent. I mean, it got a decent reaction, right? And then we saved all of our final insights
for
the second part, which nobody watched.
Yeah.
So our real brilliance in the second video was completely lost on the general viewer.
Well, the second video is when I invent cold fusion. And it's a shame that everyone missed that.
Yeah, well, I feel like you stole that from Elizabeth Shue.
This isn't the first Apple Atmos thing,
No,
because
like
there's the
they did
Beatles
Doubly.
stuff.
They put it in Doubly.
They did Abbey Road. We had Abbey Road. They did that for Giles Martin did the Apple Atmos stuff.
I can't listen to anything that he did.
And
I think it's
you know, so
garbage.
I really I don't want, you know.
I think they all sound bad.
So I'll get around to it, and you know, it's really not the point of this. As far as just the mix itself, the point was I think this thing was too expensive.
But on the other hand, I would gladly give Genesis my last $1.
You did. I think that
they deserve it.
I think the new box sets really. I would just get CDs. I did like the packaging in this. The booklet is nice. I like the little.
I don't want to talk about it because we're not showing it.
It doesn't matter. They can use their imagination.
But I mean, that's a shame because we actually have it.
It's right here.
No, the inside is cool with the ticket.
It's okay. I'm honestly not blown away by a lot of it.
You want something you can wear. Like you wish
I can wear all this.
Came with like a little leather jacket that you could put on so you could be like, I'm real.
The one, you know, that's if you spell it differently, that spells real. If you say rail, if you say it funny, it sounds like real.
I think that's what he was doing.
He totally doesn't say that at the end of the album, does he?
I think that was Peter Gabriel's little cheeky twist. I think he did that was intentional. I think it was intentional. Wait.
No. Yep. Wait. Oh.
I'm getting something.
Yep. Yes, it was intentional. The thing was, I always want to know, was it inspired by Pete Townshend's?
Well, that's what I always thought. Because I listened to The Who Sell Out before I ever listened to this. Yeah. And knowing I already knew that Peter Gabriel is a U2 fan, I assumed that he took inspiration.
Well, that was, and that we talked about a lot about that, I think, in the other videos. And that is the thing one of the things that we talk about most with Landmines on Broadway is talking about Tommy and Quadrophenia and how unique Tommy is, especially as this kind of mythopoetic story.
Masterpiece.
Landmines on Broadway is unlike anything else that's been done.
This album is so complex and layered. And the story, the narrative that Peter Gabriel wrote alone is so dreamlike and truly like deep. And like, I feel like he was really touching on things that these universal things, but in its way, somehow I don't find it pretentious at all, or
I don't think it is pretentious.
It's really not. I mean, there's this, and you mentioned also how specific he got with so many American or just New York references.
Certainly, there's
in a lot of the songs, which is also, I don't think anybody talks about that. I mean, the fact that
it's all pretty obvious. I mean, I don't know if I don't know. On Broadway. Peter Gabriel doing this, very Anglo-centric, you could say, version, but then wanting to do that in a totally different setting, and he pulls
it off,
and doing it, yes,
and I mean,
this is a sustained, such a ridiculously difficult thing to actually do. It's why no one does it.
Yeah.
Even if you want to, you don't do it. You don't do it well. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Pete Townsend is actually almost underappreciated.
Yeah.
As a genius, as a songwriting genius. It's why, I mean, look what Brian Wilson was trying to do in Smile, that he decided to stop.
And it broke him.
Ray Davies has gotten there, but his is like Preservation, which was, I don't want to say pretentious, but
he basically got there with Arthur, and then he tried to go a step further, and
he did. The step further was,
he went too far.
A step too far in a way.
Yeah.
I love it. I love soap opera too, because no one's like Ray Davies.
Well,
but
he reined it in, right? He reined it in for soap opera, where he went. He
reined in the concepts and
the length.
It's still fascinating and all that. Yeah, the length. He reined in his length. Dave didn't do that. Musically, which he had very little to do with musically, the writing of
Peter
the
Gabriel.
thing. Yeah, Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
Dave Davies had nothing to do with it.
The music is incredible.
Of course.
So of course, there you got to go back to Mr. Tony.
But I think, Genesis making incredible music. So it's not extraordinary
News.
in its way.
Right.
I just think so. The main thing that makes this just so remarkable is Peter Gabriel being able to tell this deeply, mythic, surreal story. Across all of this music, singing all over Tony Banks' beautiful chord progressions.
All of his quiet moments that were supposed to have no vocal.
But, and really making it work. I think the remaster sounds, I don't really hear a great difference. It sounds great.
Sounds great. But I thought it did anyway.
To try to think of another story this strange being told by even a band much less known with the success.
Sorrow?
No, with the amount of success that it achieves, and a marriage of the lyrics and the and the music. It's really amazing.
I never get tired of it. I've listened to it a lot, and it's just
This
it
was
never
the first
ceases
one.
to amaze me. This was the first Genesis album that I got into on my own. No one helped me, and I absolutely love it. I revel in it, and so that brings us to just talking about quickly that we went to see Steve Hackett a few weeks ago, and that was wonderful because unfortunately, because of whatever, I've never seen any of Genesis's tours of recent years, and I've never seen any other members of Genesis. This was the first one, and we saw that he was coming to New York, and it felt like we have to go.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I thought it was wonderful, and he actually did a lot of this album. He did about 9 songs.
I don't remember exactly what he did.
Something like that. And it was wonderful. It was wonderful seeing them played live, and obviously Steve Hackett's amazing. It was wonderful seeing him, and the rest of his band was great. And he played for a long time.
Like 3
he
hours,
really I love shows like that though, where there's no opening act. We sat down, and like a minute later, there he was, and they just started playing, and he kept coming out and doing more than I expected. All Supper's Ready, as like one of the first encores. I mean,
that was it.
It was great.
I mean, the crowd went crazy with Supper's Ready, and of course, that was thrilling.
It was.
It was.
So that was a really, really good show. I'm really, really glad that we got to see him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. I mean, you missed Genesis. They really haven't toured very much since we've been of age.
Yeah.
And obviously, the time to have gone would have been 2007. I'm always curious, like how loud things are going to be. But we were up in the nosebleed seats.
I mean, Town Hall, where we saw him, is a nice sized theater.
Yeah.
Wasn't loud enough that I needed to put anything in my ears.
No.
But there were a few moments where it got intense.
Yeah.
Which was fun. It's what you want.
Like
it's rock and roll.
They bivouacked.
Yeah.
On the stage. They got intense. The only thing I would say about this that I thought is that, now that they're releasing or have released the 4th Beatles anthology.
I don't think it's out yet.
And, and they're wrapping them all together, and that's really pretty expensive.
Yes.
They just re-released the Beatles in mono again, randomly.
No one told us.
And apparently there were some issues. Quality-wise, there's some issues with that. No issues with this.
Some flaws.
But I don't know. I'm not exactly happy with the way.
It's a cash grab. They just keep re-releasing
are
shit,
going.
and it's just to get people to rebuy it. I don't know. The slightly different versions. I think people are gonna get tired of it. I mean, the Beatles thing is a little different because that's all wrapped up in Disney and this new direction that they're going in with all this new stuff, and they're trying to get. I feel like they're trying to get a younger audience, but young people just don't care. Yeah, they're making them look absolutely lame. and they're missing the point. I mean, the box sets are insane. They are insane. I see new box sets coming out all the time. There's like Pink Floyd box sets and this Bob Dylan. Like, there's a million of them. I don't know who's buying these.
I don't know.
Other than us.
Well, the one with Pink Floyd, that was just Roger Waters yelling at the rest of the band, right?
Yeah,
that was the Waters yelling list.
And then not picking them up for band practice. You know what? I'm just not going to pick him up today.
So, Sid's waiting for us, you know. How about I don't pick up Sid if I don't want to pick up Sid?
Shine on, you crazy diamond, while you wait on the corner for us.
I'll write your story. Bye.
You're going to write about it. That's why I had to get that bike, because no one picked him up for...
Now
I got a bike so I can go
That's
where
true.
I like.
I've got a bike. Roger can stuff it if he likes.